Hello stars, this is your Diva Star. Yes, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and for today is a very nice episode because we are unboxing and revealing the latest Happy Meal toys for September of this year. Can you guess what kind of toys would this be? Yes, for this month's McDonald's Happy Meal, they're actually featuring Hasbro's different board games, and most of them are actually familiar with, but let me show you these toys or board games one by one. We have here Monopoly. Of course, we are so familiar with this one. Then we have Operation. We've all played this one. This is Jenga. We have the Change of Life Junior Edition. We have Twister. We have Connect 4. Then we have Guess Who. And finally, we have Battleship. So again, we have 8 new toys, 8 board games, which we've actually been playing for the longest time, right? So this will definitely bring back a lot of childhood memories. And for those kids who are not so familiar with this games or board games, I'll go ahead and show you the toys and give you some instructions as to how you can actually play and enjoy each one of them. Yes, so let's open the first Hasbro Gaming board game. This one is Connect 4. Alright, so actually this is one of the board games that I'm actually so familiar with. So this is the box. So again, if you've noticed, McDonald's, particularly here in Southeast Asia, has been releasing Happy Meal toys made of paper, and I know for a fact that some of you are not a huge fan of paper toys such as this, but let's see if this will be something that you'll be very interested in. So here are the components, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then you have the instructional manual here. Oops. Alright, so it says here that it has the board, the game frame, this one. Then you have 2 legs for the board game, and then you have the 30 red and yellow game pieces. Okay, so how does it work? So this 2 would serve as the legs, so you just have to fold it like this. And okay, there's the logo, Connect 4. So you just need to attach each leg on each side like that. Okay, like that. Okay, then insert. Make sure that it's well inserted. Ganyan. Okay, so it's properly fitted. Okay, so it's already standing on its own. Then you have here the, what do you call this? The red and yellow game pieces. They look like coins. So all you need to do is just to pop out everything. The red, the yellow coins. So what is the main goal of the game? So basically, the main goal here is for you to be able to make 4 straight similar color, either vertical, horizontal, or diagonal. Alright, so yan. So again, 30 pieces. So the first player to get 4 of their colored game pieces in a row, again horizontally, diagonally, or vertically, wins the game. So let's say you've already removed all these pieces. It would actually take us 40 years Okay. Yan. Alright, so remove it. I have this one, but again, since tumanda na kami, we've given up this kind of toys already to our relatives or younger cousins or yeah, family members. So here, so if I'm the first player, for example, I'll use the red one. So I'll choose to insert it here. I have the red one. So let's say magpapanggap ako, I am the competitor. I would try to block the red, right? Then it's my turn. So let's say I want to put it here. So another one. Then if the competitor would try to block you again, something like that. Okay. Then just... So this is a game of strategy, right? So it really depends as to who would actually best think of a way wherein you could actually black it. Oops! See, the red one here, the first one, which is the me one, me version one, wins already because I've already made 4 consecutive red colored coins. So that's how it works. So diba, it's so cool. It brings a lot of my 80s. Yeah, 80s. This is an 80s toys and they're bringing it back. So nice. So again, this is the classic game of Connect 4. All right, the next board game is the Game of Life Junior Edition. I'm honestly not so familiar with this one, but yeah, it's another board game by Hasbro. So let's see how it actually works. Oops! So clearly we have some sets here of board games. We have stars. Then we have this coupons of some sort, again made of paper. What else? Okay, we have here, I think this will be the players. Then you have here the spinner. This is the spinner. Then you have the 4 playing pieces. You have 1 game board, 2 star sheets, and what do you call this? 16 destination cards. So how does it work? So bear with me because again, I will just follow the instructional manual. So first, assemble the board, spinners, and playing pieces. So you have here the board. So it's like a puzzle, no? So let's see how it works. There, 1, 2, wait, here, and 3. So this is basically your board. Then you have here the spinner, this one. So all you need to do is just to insert like this, right? And then I'll push it more like that. And then you'll place it here. So this would be your main portal. Then you have here the cards. So I have to cut it like this. 4 players. Okay, there. So there are 4 players, and the funny part is that I'm just 1. How do I make it stand? You have to flip like this. Okay, ganyan. Okay, so be careful. Again, you just need to fold it like that, this and this, so that they could actually stand on their own. Diba? So this would be very, very fun to play with if, again, you have your friends with you, if you have your classmates, your siblings. This will be very, very nice, very, very nice activity there. So this is what This is a sheep, a boat, a ship. Then this is a car. Then you have a train. Then you have a plane. So you have 4 characters or 4 vehicles. Then you have here the stars. So then you have here your destination cards. So how does this work? So bear with me, let me try. So players each choose a vehicle playing piece and place on the start point. So the start point is actually here. This one here. Just to put all 4 of them. This is the starting point. And then taking turns, players spin the spinner and move the number of spaces shown by the arrow on the board. Okay, so let's try spinning it. Okay, so this is number 5. So meaning, let's say this is player number 1. You have to make 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this vehicle landed on a star mark. So you'll be earning 1 star. Okay? You'll get a star token. So all you need to do is just to pop out rather. Then player number 1 gets a star. So let's try player number 2, for example. Okay, it's just one step. So here lang siya. And it goes on and on and on until you actually finish the first one to get back home wins the game. If a player lands on a destination space, so where's the destination place? This one. Those with the arrow map or pin. So let's say this vehicle gets here, then you get 1 destination coupon. And each one represents a certain place. So you can either win a jungle, beach, for example. You'll get 2 extra stars at the end of the game. So they have corresponding number of stars or points that you can earn. So that is basically the gist of the game. As to the board quality, it's actually better than the previous toy papers released by McDonald's, but I wonder if they've actually released the normal type, the plastic ones. I think it'll be better. I'm still not a huge fan of paper toys. I'm still trying to get used to it. I think McDonald's is trying to be earth-friendly using materials such as papers, right? But again, it's gonna be hard to preserve them in the coming years, unlike those plastic toys that we already have. What do you think? All right, we're on to our 3rd board game toy, and this is something that we're really familiar with. This is Monopoly, but this is the basic, smaller board game for McDonald's Happy Meal. So let's open it. So again, it comes with this red box with the Monopoly design in red and green. You have the cards here. So I wonder how it would actually look like, because this is like a mini board game. So let's see the components. For the components, there's this one board made up of 4 pieces. Okay, so let's see how we'll be able to connect all of them. I think it's something like this, no? We have this when I was a kid, and like we're playing this a lot with my neighbors and my childhood friends. But it's a big board game, and then you have all the pieces, and then you have the dice, then you have the characters, and then you have paper money, right? Then you have the dice. 1 die, which you need to, ito na naman, you need to assemble. But again, you just have to fold them And there are inserts here. Okay, so I will assemble this with all my might. McDonald's, come on, I'm not a fan of paper toys. But okay. Parang ganyan. I will assemble this in a while. Just to show you the pieces first. Then we have 16 property cards right here. Then we have 4 playing pieces. So, tanggalin na natin siya. So, 4 flying pieces. Then this part, they're actually the stand, no? Ganun ba yun? We just have to insert. Okay. Insert mo talaga siyang bongga. Yan. Ganyan, no? And then, tatayo mo siya dyan ganyan. And, they've actually released, Monopoly actually released a lot of versions of Monopoly. Right? Iba-iba yung versions niya. I think meron ngang recently they've released in celebration of Barbie, they've released a Barbie Monopoly version, and I'm waiting for that. I wanna own one. Then another one. So 4 pieces, diba? So if you complete all these toys, actually, you don't need to get out of the house for a week. And just play them with your siblings or even with your parents, right? But me, I have no time. No time. How I wish I have that luxury. It's so nice being a kid again with all this innovation. Wala kayo focus. And ayan na siya. 4 toys. Then we have the cards. And then this one, I would actually assemble. Assemble. Alright, so we have 4 tokens here. So this is player number 1. So once you roll the dice, it says 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have the Pentonville Road. So you have to check here. So here's the Pentonville Road. Pop out the property coupons. In this case, it's kind of hard to pop, so I'll use the scissors here. So you'll get the Pentonville Road. So let's say you play now with the second token. So it says 3, 1, 2, 3. You have the King Cross Station for 200. So this one. So that's basically the gist of the game. So each player would actually have the opportunity to roll the dice. Then you have to move clockwise. And if you land on an unowned property or railroad, take that property or railroad card. It's here. Or if you land on a free parking, like here, roll and move again. So let's say if this one would actually land here, you have a free pass, or you can roll and move again. Okay, but if you land and go on jail, this one, and you will actually miss and you have to skip your next turn. Or if you land on just visiting, nothing happens. This one. Alright, so again, you have 3 important stops here. the free parking, which we actually love or like. Then we have go to jail, a no-no, and just visiting, and of course the starting point. All right, so the game ends when all properties listed here have been claimed, and the most player with the most number of properties wins the game, right? So this would take time, so it would be nice if you have 4 friends with you to play this with, right? But again, these are paper toys. I love how they've made the board game. The dice is paper, so it's still not plastic. Again, they're trying to get away or do away with plastic toys. So yun lang. Alright, we're down to our 4th board game, and this is very interesting. I think this is one of my faves. It is somehow similar to Cluedo, if you're familiar with that. This is the game Guess Who? The Who. So, bagay ito sa mga marites, or for those who have short memory, or for those who would like to have short memory. So, let me just show you the components. So, the box contains the red and the blue character cards. I've already positioned them here. So you'll have to position all 16 characters of the game, 4 per row, something like this. And you'll have to do it also with the red one, okay? So again, it's 4 per row. For the purpose of the video, we've already popped out all the paper characters and place it in the board. Okay, so basically you have 2 kinds of, or 2 sets, because there will be 2 players here, red and blue. So let's play. So basically it has to face like that, because your opponent should not see what's inside, or whose character is in which card. Okay, then the next one is you have the yellow cards here. So this is basically the mystery card. This contains all the characters in this board game. All right, so basically the drill here is each one, so for blue, they'll actually pick a mystery character out of the 16. Then players ask players ask the other player a yes or no question. So for example, does your character have a brown hair? So, meron ba? You take which one? This one? Hindi ko nakikita, diba? This one. So, it's a yes. There's a character with a brown hair. So, I open it. It's Rachel. So, this is already out. Alright? Then there's another one, Sophia of Noel. Sophia, it's Sophia, so she's out. So something like that. Then you, for example, would ask a question. Can you ask the question? You ask the question. White hair. Okay, I'll have to surrender. Carmen here, then Liz. So we're tied, we're down by 14 characters, so on and so forth, until one of us will be able to guess the actual mystery card that each of us is holding. So it's a game of strategy, it's a game of memory, right? So this will be very nice game for those who are really competitive as well. So, you get the gist? Gets nyo ba? Gets? Alright. So, when a player thinks they know the identity of the other player's card, they ask and the opponent must turn over their card to reveal the answer. So, for example, you've asked me and mentioned that I think your mystery card character is Lily. So, I'll have to turn the card and show you that yes, it's Lily, and with that, you've actually won the game. Ah, diba? So, yeah, so this is Guess Who. Yeah, so we're down to our 5th board game. This is getting more exciting. All right, the 5th one is what we call Operation. I've never played this. This is the first time I've heard about this. So Operation. So let's open the box and see what's inside. Ang cute. So we have here one game board. So that's the game board. Then we have 24 Funatomy tweezers. So you call them Funatomy. I've already popped out all these Funatomy tweezers from the paper like this. So all in all, there are actually 24 pieces of Funatomy tweezers. Alright? So we've already punched them all out of the cards. Then players randomly place 3 Funatomy tweezers in each of the 8 board game slots. So I'll choose, let's say, 3 of them. We'll put them here. So each player, it's random. Okay. So there are actually 8 slots here, diba? This is the first time I've heard about this game, but let's see. Let's see. And there are different kinds of. There's a, what? There's a. Is this a bread, a rose, a bone? Okay. Again, there are 8 slots, diba? So 4 times 8, it's 24. There. Then here, then we have the last 3 Funatomy tweezers, which will go to this slot there. So we've already filled each slot with 3 Funatomy tweezers. Okay, so players take turns removing the sets of Funatomy cards from any slot. If a player picks a card with a Funatomy they do not already have, they actually keep it. So for example, I picked this. So here are the Anatomy characters or icons. I don't have them yet, right? So I keep it. But let's say player number 2 picks this, and FYI, there is a zap, this one. So if a player picks a card with a zap symbol, they miss the turn and secretly return the card into a random slot in Cavity Sam. This is Mr. Cavity Sam. So I have this, so I'll miss the turn, I'll keep the 2, but I'll secretly insert it somewhere. So do you have to blindfold yourself? If you're okay, then it's my turn. So I got this 3. Remember, I have this already. So looking at it, there is a double. The broken-hearted me. No, I'm not broken-hearted. The broken heart symbol. So I would have to return this secretly into any of the slots. Alright, so the gist of the game here, the first player to collect all 11 Funatomies wins the game. Alright, so far I'm leading. I have 5. Then my imaginary competitor player has 2. So something like that. Alright, so this is a fun game. Again, a game of memory and a game of strategy, because you need to check where you would actually put the Fanatomy slots, which is already doubled in your on your end, right? So that's the gist of it. So this is very cute. Thanks. All right, we're down to our sixth board game. This one is called Finger Twister. We're all familiar with this toy because the bigger one, it's the you use your entire body. But for the purpose of this Happy Meal toy, since it's just a small one or a mini game, so it's called Finger Twister. So here are the components. Okay, we have here the board game. Just put it here. In real life, it's really a huge board game when you're using your entire body, that kind of version. But again, this is just a mini game. So you have here the spinner. So you have the board game, then you have the spinner. So we've opened the game board, this one. So you need to hold. Okay, this is the spinner out. Okay, just have to put it here. Am I right? Here, right? Then just place it on top of the spinner board. So you have here your thumb, the ring finger, you have the little finger, then you have your index finger, and it all has these colors: the red, the blue, the yellow, and the green. Okay, so you'll need 2 players for this one. Each player take turns spinning the spinner and placing the correct finger on the correct space. So let's try. So this one goes to the green color using your thumb. So for example, this one. Okay, then for example, the next player would make a rotation or spin. He or she will place accordingly here. But let's say it's already my turn. I'll make another spin. And it goes to thumb yellow. Will I use the other thumb? I'll just move. So it's either I'll place my other thumb here or something like that. Then again, when it's already my turn, it's very small. Okay, it says here red ring finger. So from here, I'll go here. Okay, so the no here is for you not to remove your finger in the assigned circle. Otherwise, you'll lose the game. Okay, so that's the gist of the game. It's a very small board. I hope that they've actually made it a little bigger. But again, I think it's intended for kids. But nevertheless, it will be a fun game. So, Twister. Alright, so we're down to our 7th toy. And this one, board game rather. And this one is Battleship. This. We've already opened the box because we've been studying how it actually works. Alright, so I think this game is really for those brainy and those who likes to analyze, and for those who want to be part of the naval services when they grow up. So each one, there are actually 2 battleship boards looking like this. Looks like this. So we've already flipped the cutout here because that would serve as the the stand. Alright, then you have here the eto na, hindi naman to crossword puzzle game sheet. There's a printed game sheet here, so I'll take one, then you put it here. You'll have to insert. Yan na yan muna, para inserted na siya. And then, you take a blank sheet which you will actually place here. Okay. Then there is a pencil, and it's just one pencil that you will share with your opponent. So how does this works? So each sheet, each of you would have your own pattern. This is my pattern. The opponent, this is the pattern. So basically, the opponent would actually guess or give a certain coordinate. So for example, okay, talikod ko na siyang ganyan. You, the opponent, for example, will tell me, is there an A2? And following the coordinates, there is A and 2. So given that I did the correct answer, I gave the correct answer, I will mark this as an X. Then take turns. I will ask if you have this coordinate. Then again, going back to you when it's your turn. So let's say I've mentioned, is there an A1? And there's no A1, right? So I have to mark this as 0, right? So a player wins when they sink all of their opponent's ship. So basically, you need to form what's in the game sheet. Okay? Gets ba, kids? So yun ang gist ng game na ito. So perfect. I kind of like it. It's gonna be a very intimate game between two people who would sync each other's ship using the coordinates. Exciting! Yes, we're down to our 8th and final board game toy after 40 years. No, and this one is Jenga. Jenga! Alright, this is a British board game designed and authored by Leslie Scott and actually released by Hasbro. Let's open. So basically, players take turns removing one block at a time from a tower constructed of usually 54 blocks. Each block removed is then placed on top of the tower, creating a progressively more unstable structure. But again, this is a mini game, so I doubt that it's 54 blocks, right? So for this edition of Happy Meal Jenga game, it's a set of paper blocks of 18, not 54. So they're not yet constructed. So basically, we need to construct all of them. All right. So in one snap of a finger, I'll go ahead and construct all these 18 paper blocks. 1, 2, 3. Magic! So we've already formed the paper blocks, but just to demonstrate, it's just very easy. You just have to pinch and fold something like this, right? And you'll be able to create your paper block. And once you form all 18 of them, you need to stack them in groups of 3, horizontal and vertical. So something like this. Okay, one moment. So once they've formed this block, what you need to do is that each player take turns and must successfully remove one block from any layer except the top and replace it on the top level of the tower. So this is a no-no. So you need to successfully remove using your hands, okay, without but this is made of paper, so this would actually move. See? But you know the gist, for sure this is one of the most popular games for everyone, but since this is a paper, so something like that. And then you need to put it on top. Something like that. And then the other player, maybe this one for example, I'll remove this. Something like that. So be the last player to have a turn before a player tumbles the stack. So these are the Jenga. Jenga games. I have the original Jenga, but this one is quite, it's harder to play. I would suggest that you put something inside because look, this is hollow, so it's very, very light. So you need to put, I suggest, something inside as a filler so that it would actually be more stable, like the regular Jenga game, right? Yes, so that's about it, stars. I hope you enjoyed today's vlog episode and you've learned something from the 8 board games from Hasbro, and we have a surprise giveaway. I'll be giving an entire set of these 8 board games from Happy Meal Hasbro by answering this very, very simple question: which among the 8 board games is your most favorite? You don't need to give me the reason, just state your answer, and then make sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel please, and share this video in your respective Facebook walls, and make sure that they're on public mode. I'll be choosing one lucky winner to get all 8 board games from McDonald's Hasbro. Alright? So again, this is your Diva Star. This is quite interesting and fun, but again, these are made of paper toys. So I think we need to get used to that, or maybe we need to really request, because it would be really hard to preserve these toys if you want to preserve them in the years to come, because again, they're made of paper material. But I must say that this edition, they're actually made of very good material. So let's see. So there you go. So again, this is your Diva Star, and you have a great week ahead of you, and hello September. Cheers.